fighting with for a majority of the time.
And whoever wins out of these top 3 cars right here, if one of those 3 cars takes it to victory lane, they will also win the North American Endurance Championship on top of that. They'll have the point spread.
Let's not lose sight of the fact.
Bommarito for second. He gets to the inside of Lee Keen and takes the position. Bergmeister goes through as well. Keen tries to come back and get into him. That was going to happen. You could see that. Oh, this is going to be yellow.
It's going to bring another yellow for sure.
Wow, Lee Keen just drove into the side of Jörg Bergmeister.
Wow, Bommarito just really, that was an awesome move he made to set that up, not the wreck.
5 minutes to go.
Are they going to be able to retrieve the TRG Porsche and get going in time? So that's down at Starworks. Stefan Pfeiffer in the middle of your screen there, who calls the shots on the 2. His man, Sebastian Bourdais, is out in front. Alex Popov is there. Look at this, John Bedell, Lars Giersing, all the guys. John Potter up the far end. That's the Magnus Porsche team.
Weird moment for Stefan Pfeiffer because there's great news for him in the 2 car, but he used to crew chief Jörg Bergmeister with the Flying Lizard squad for many years. They're good pals. It's going to be hating to see him in the gravel trap, but it may provide the win for their team today.
So Bourdais, in the last 2 races in this series, he's just made a hero out of himself.
Yes, he has done that. I mean, that car is really strong, but he is doing such an incredible job at gaining control.
Okay, watch this. Here goes the 70 of Bommarito. That's through for second. Now Lee Keen is getting desperate. He knows that he could lose third. Now, did Jörg kind of turn down a little bit?
I think what it is, Lee, when you're down that inside where Lee Keen was, you try and take it in deep. You then got to try and turn the car, and you know that's going to happen.
What a shame. What a run for Jörg Bergmeister. He drove brilliantly.
I mean, Bommarito had that set up as a clean pass, but it really did set up the wreck, didn't it? I mean, he wasn't part of it.
Just tough racing. It's a tough racetrack to go side by side there into that braking area.
We are hearing from race control, next time by, white flag.
Get that thing out of there. I want to see this.
Things remain as is. It's going to be a first win in the Rolex Series for Sebastian Bourdais and a first win for his car owner, Alex Popov.
Not yet. We have 1.5 laps to go. It's going to be white flag next time by. You're going to get the white flag next time by. And they're going to keep it under yellow as it looks right now, and it will stop under caution. So you're going to do 1 more lap after that, and then you'll get the checker.
You may have just heard the front end of that radio transmission, Bourdais saying, "We won the race." And the cool head of Stefan Pfeiffer saying, "We have not won the race yet."
Yet.
We have in 1.5 laps time once they show the white flag.
Great performance by Sebastian Bourdais, but his teammate did the job too today. Just incredible qualifying performance, up in the top 5, just a few tenths off the pole. Had the fastest race lap on wet tires there in that early going. Had the lead when he made his pit stop. That was just a brilliant performance by both these guys today.
So, a little earlier today, the rain-interrupted Continental race was full of controversy and craziness. So too is this one, and boy, it's looking good for Andy Lally and Magnus Racing and John Potter. For these guys here, this is a thrilling moment. The number 2 car in season 2012 has not finished on the podium. So not only are they both going to get their first wins, it's going to be the first podium in a lap's time for those guys. And big for the North American Endurance Championship for Starworks. Huge for Magnus Racing as well. And that's why they're smiling. 1 more lap, they're saying. Let's not celebrate yet. 1 more lap.
And who would have bought Scott Pruitt a second place out of that thing that they were running around earlier, you know?
Second, and think about with the Al getting turfed around, he's now in 7th spot in class. So Pruitt's going to make up a bag of points and extend the lead tonight in the overall championship.
With, as we showed you before, 4 races remaining on the Rolex Series schedule.
It sure didn't look like it was in the cards for that to happen, did it?
No.
I mean, not even that many laps ago. With the car all tore up, it's been quite an eventful day.
See Alex Popov in the background there in the red shirt.
After you went over the start-finish lane, I think I'm not sure if the safety car is going to stay out or what, but you got to go around 1 more time and then start at the start-finish. I mean, stop at the start-finish.
Just communication, just telling Sebastian Bourdais what needs to be done. He and Alex Popov are going to get to kiss the bricks.
How cool is that?
It is very cool, and so too Andy Lally and John Potter. And as we kind of set up throughout this race in the situations and scenarios in both Daytona Prototype and GT, it's a winner-take-all situation, just the way the points are stacked in the North American Endurance Championship. Starworks will win the Daytona Prototype side of things, and Magnus, this Porsche coming through here, the grey and white car, the car that almost burnt to the ground at Watkins Glen a month ago. It's a new tub, they've got to freshen up. They're going to take the GT side of the North American Endurance Championship, the inaugural North American Endurance Championship. The 3-round series that pays a bonus of $100,000 and $50,000 to the DP and GT classes respectively.
I'm glad we're showing the happy side of pit lane, because there's going to be another side, I'm afraid, here shortly.
Pruitt, what a day to come through and finish second. He's going to add 8 points to that championship lead that stood at 3. I believe they're going to have an 11-point lead tonight.
There's Alex Popov right in the middle. There's John Maddox from Roush Yates Engines, who supply the Ford engines to Starworks. This is huge. Ford wins the Rolex 24 at Daytona with Mike Shank Racing. Ford's going to win the North American Endurance Championship with Starworks. Just a fantastic story. We never like to see races finish under yellow, but we do like to see superstars like Sebastian Bourdais come to the Rolex Series. He never got the win in the 500, but he gets the win here at the Brickyard in Grand Am. Sebastian Bourdais, Alex Popov, victorious at the first ever Rolex Series race at Indianapolis. And well done to Magnus Racing as well. Porsche goes to victory lane.